So strong. Everyone, and welcome back to Cryptos Anonymous. We have a little bit of breaking news today. Bitcoin has decided that it wanted to break our Angular support level for the first time in almost 2 weeks. Now, this is a very, very bad thing. We did not want to see this happen. As I've mentioned before, anytime we have hit this blue Angular support line, we have dramatically shot back up, but this time we hit it and we actually took a dump and fell under it. So let's get into it. Last time we were talking, I brought up that we were seeing this inverse cup and handle. This is where we have this cup pattern. We come down, we make a handle, and on the handle, I predicted we would have some sort of a head and shoulders pattern. The reason for this is it would give us a good chance to test the resistance level that we had up here. So we could test that and get rejected off of it very quickly and see if we were going to come and touch this support. We barely touched it, so we had a bit of a pump afterwards, and then this would be our second confirmation that we would not actually go up and break the resistance. So for me, that was not a good sign, and I was expecting this to happen the entire time, so I'm not really surprised by it at all. You guys are probably asking, okay, what's next? Are we going to go back up? If we're going to go back down, what should we be watching for? When is this going to happen? So I want to start with, I'm not a financial advisor. You should not be taking anything that I say as financial advice. It is nothing but an opinion at its best. But I'm going to tell you what I think is going to happen. I am still certain that we're going to drop. I think we're going to drop pretty hard. In the next few days, I'm expecting us to go to 30,000, and then I'm expecting us to drop down anywhere between 24,000 to 28,000 on Bitcoin, which is a very wide range, but when you're catching a falling knife, it's really hard to be accurate. So let's talk short term. What are we seeing short term? Well, I'm going to see us, let me pull out some tools here. So I'm going to see us come back up and test this this support line, which is now a resistance line because we fell under it. When we hit this, I'm expecting us to get rejected, and we would actually come back down to test a previous support here that we have at 34,000. So when you guys are talking about what level should we be watching for, 34,000 is going to be the first major level we want to watch for. If we do not hold this level, I then would imagine us to try to come back up, try to secure 35,000, get rejected, and then we would free fall all the way down to this $32,000 range. Now, I don't even consider $32,000 a range, the reason as a support range. The reason for this is the last time we came down into this range, this was just panic buying because everyone saw what happened on that first dip, and they wanted to make sure they could secure a good long position because they thought we were going up to the moon, right? So this was a lot of panic buying, and you can see over time when we took these dips, the volume started to decrease, and we weren't shooting up like we did here and like we did here. It was more of a slow growth and then a dip, and then slow growth and then a dip, and so on. So the volume is actually depreciating, which is not a good sign. So I do imagine if we break 34,000, I can essentially, in my opinion, guarantee that we're coming right down to 30,000. And 30,000 is going to be that major point of interest. If we do not hold 30,000, this is where we're going to see that mega dip. There's going to be a lot of people with stop losses, probably around 29,500. So if the hedge funds or the corporations or whoever's doing this, if they know that everyone's stop losses are at 29,500, they're going to drop the price to that level, and you're going to see a huge free fall because it's just going to trigger everyone's stop losses, right? So there'll be a huge free fall, and we will hit new lows, which I'm 100% sure we're going to see 30,000, and I'm 73% sure we're going to see around 24 to 26,000. Now you guys ask me, how are you getting that range of 24 to 26,000? Well, I'm going to show you. Right now we are in a bear flag, and for those of you who don't know what a bear flag is, by the way, this is kind of what I'm expecting here on an inverse cup and handle. We make the cup, we make the handle, we have a dump, okay? Now, for those of you who don't know what a bear flag is, a bear flag is a pattern just like this. Okay, we have a big drop, we play around in this level for a little bit, and then we have another big drop. Now for a bear flag, you have a flag, but you also have a pole. I'm going to show you how you would actually measure that. So what we do is we take all of our lows in a straight line, all of our tops in a straight line, and now we're going to draw a pole to go into our flag. So let's do the pole from here all the way down to the end of our blue line. And now what I do is I drag the flagpole to wherever we dropped. So I'm going to drag it right to here, and as you can see, it comes down to roughly 23,000. Now I don't think we're actually going to hit 23,000. If we do, it will be for a split second. I'm really thinking like, you know, 24,500 to 27,500. That's going to be a good buy area, and I'll probably have scattered buys around that area. Another thing is if we zoom out on a longer time frame chart, you guys can see we're kind of making like a head and shoulders pattern a little bit here. We have our shoulder, we have our head, and now we're coming down to make another shoulder. And it seems to finish this off, we kind of need to come down to this $23,000 level anyways. We have seen some support here in the past. The lowest we will absolutely go is 19,000. And I really don't think we're going to hit there. I think 23,000 is being very bearish, but it's still a possibility. So I'm not expecting like a $5,000 Bitcoin or anything that I'm not crazy, but we could easily see $23,000. That is what I'm predicting, and I'm setting buys from pretty much 27,500 all the way down to around that 24,500 range. All right, guys, that is all I actually have for you. I do not have much information. We got to let this play out for a few more hours, a few more days, and see what happens. I'll promise to keep you guys updated and let you know kind of what we're looking at. But for now, this is kind of all I got. We're just playing out the pattern I described to you guys the other day, and we're going to see where this knife is going to stab into before it wants to shoot back up. So thank you everyone for listening. Please write in the comments. I'd like to talk to you guys. I'd like to meet you guys and hear what your opinions are. And you know, it could, you know, possibly change my mind a little bit. Who knows? So thank you very much for listening, and until next time, we'll see you later. So strong.